How's it going, guys? We are back with another video here, and this video is going to be how to score on breakaways. All right, so this is always a video I make every year, so not as many options I feel like this year as years past, but make sure you guys do leave a like, subscribe if you're not already. My voice is gone from my subathon, so that's why I sound like this, but let's hop into the video right now. So there's definitely a few different ways to score on breakaways. Nothing is 100%, so keep that in mind. Don't get like too rattled if you're like, oh, Henreek, it's not working for me. It's not working for me. So basically, here's one of them that I always like to do. So this one I hold the left LT. So basically what that is L2 if you're on the PlayStation, LT if you're on Xbox. So I hold it and then I kind of get it close to the net. And again, this one is not at 100% efficient rate, but it does work, right? You just got to get the right animation. So, unfortunately, I've not been able to show it to you, but it does work. You just got to get the right movement, and then it'll eventually go in. So that's what's very important about it, is you got to understand that nothing is 100%. So, I mean, let's see if I can get it to go here. See, that one at the post, like that should have went in, right? But it unfortunately didn't. So I know you guys are probably thinking, this guy's, a liar. There you go. So that's one of the ways it goes in. It just depends. I guess like from that circle, yeah. Maybe when you get to the top of the left circle here, or at least the middle of it, is when you probably want to hit the LT button. Yeah, that's what I would say. So I'm just doing it wrong. For the most part, it still is pretty efficient. Yeah, once you get to that line. So I kind of mess it up there. That's my fault. But when you get to that circle right there, top of the left circle, I would say, or the middle of the left circle, that's when you want to pull it. Yeah. So a goalie can make saves, like I said. It's not 100%. This one's not really like the one I would really recommend if you're like, a beginner. Next up, we have this other one, and it's another one that's been in the game for many years. Backhand, forehand, backhand. So you want to just get to close to the goalie. Go backhand, boom. All right. So, it's really one of those things that, I would say this one's one of the most reliable ones as well. For the most part, this one is very, very efficient. So, of course, I'm getting robbed nonstop because I'm trying to show you guys. But yeah, it's pretty efficient. It really does work quite a lot. The goalies really don't make the save a lot on it at all. I would say, again, it's probably the most reliable one because it's pretty efficient from what I've at least noticed and experienced over the years of playing NHL. It just always goes in pretty much. I mean, as long as you don't mess it up, or the goalie gets a ridiculous save, or you hit the post. I mean, there's variables, of course. I mean, nothing is 100%, but these are moves that give you a pretty good chance of scoring, right? That's what, of course, is important, and that's what you guys need to know. I mean, as you guys can see, I'm not lying here. This clearly does go in at a very high success rate. So probably this one is the go-to move, I would say, of NHL 25, just in general, from what I've experienced. But I'm always the guy that likes to, for some reason, it's a habit of doing this move, which, again, also does work, but it's just a habit. Next up, we have the classic backhand forehand one. So this one, you kind of get closer, and then you hold backhand forehand. So you got to get it to the right spot as well. But basically, you kind of slow down, hold forehand, then go backhand forehand quick. I'm really bad with it when it comes to lefties, honestly. I'm way better with it with righties. So let me see if I can maybe get a righty here for you guys. But yeah, in general, I'm pretty bad with it when it comes to lefties. I mean, but you can obviously do it with them. It's not like it's, a special thing for lefties only. I know I've failed a million times to show you guys right there, of course, but let me give you a better look here with Dougie Hamilton here, and let's see it. So here we go. You want to hold the forehand like that, backhand forehand at the end, and then boom, there you go. That's what we're talking about. Like I said, I struggle with it with lefties for some reason. I'm not the greatest player with lefties for some reason. I don't know what the reason is. I have no clue, but unfortunately, that's just kind of how it is for me. I'm just kind of a noob with it. But with righties, as you can see, it does go in at a very high success rate. That's 2 out of 3 right there, 3 out of 4. So yes, this does go in quite a bit. It's definitely one of the moves that I would say is a reliable one when it comes to scoring on breakaways. So definitely would go for it. And to me, it's something that you should definitely do. So as you guys can see, I just scored a one-hand tuck there. That's another one that, yes, it does work. Is it, one that I say, oh my goodness, you got to do it every time? No, back in like NHL 20 and 19, those years specifically, the one-hand tuck was pretty much an auto goal. It was a glitch. So, I mean, really not as much anymore. But yes, it can go in the net, of course. It's just obviously not, it's not a move that you're thinking like, wow, like I'm going to break it with, let me pull the one-hand tuck out. It's not like shouldn't be a go-to. It's more like it's good to know that it works, but, you should be only pulling that off if you're up in the game or, just messing around or something like that. That's just my opinion, at least when it comes to the one-hand tuck goals. I mean, because there you go. Hamilton keeps missing the net, so, I mean, realistically, it's clearly not working out for him, but absolutely it does work as an option to try to score goals. I mean, that's a ridiculous save, by the way, but what the heck. There's another one, the toe drag goal. Like, again, not a very high percentage shot, but it does work and it does go in on occasion, right? So, I mean, just another option, if you really want to, like, get kind of creative with it. But like I said, I wouldn't say it's like a very reliable way to score in the breakaway, the toe drag goal. Back in NHL 17, I'm pretty sure that's when it was really, really good and really a very high success rate when it comes to the toe drag shot, I would say. So I definitely like it a lot. I mean, it's definitely one of the better options, maybe back in the day, but it's more like you'll use it when, you want to get fancy, I'd say. We call this move the forehand shot. So basically you go like that and you pull it up like that, but this one really, again, is not as effective. The one I'm really showing you here at the end are just kind of like, maybe like, certain situations you can only get a shot off like that. But I feel like most of the time you're not going to really even, have an opportunity. So you want to pull it back far like that and then just rapid forehand. And, I mean, it goes in definitely, as you can see, but it's just not a move I feel like it's like, yeah, like this is my go-to, breakaway move. At least not for me. But, yeah, you pull it back once you're pretty far out and then try it like that. But as you can see, I'm getting robbed a lot, so it's not very, very much so the play I really recommend for you guys. I don't really recommend it to me, but certainly if you want, you can go for it. Maybe that one's a new goal, right? And all of it. Another one that was a Datsuk flip. I mean, it can go in, I think, but it's just not. It's not a very high success rate either. I mean, it really is only like 2 or 3 I'd really, actually go for, So, definitely, guys, I would say that it's more to, stick with 1 or 2 moves. I wouldn't want to try to, confuse yourself and, like, try to go for a different move every breakaway because, realistically, that's when you're going to start having issues scoring, I feel like, because then you're going to struggle to score and struggle to, get it down. I mean, really, the ones I recommend are the backhand, forehand, and then definitely the backhand, forehand, backhand. I feel like that's certainly some of the best opportunities, right? I mean, it's the most consistent ways to score, I would say. I mean, as you can see, backhand, forehand, backhand, but, I ran out of room there with Dougie, but, I mean, there used to be so many other ways. I mean, maybe if you even, like, go from the other side, I mean, there's not too many different ways you can score on breakaways, realistically. I mean, it's just, there's just not that many. I mean, I guess you can just flick up like that sometimes with Hamilton, and that's really enough. But I mean, realistically, looking like maybe it's a pretty high success rate on this one as well. But gotta remember that maybe that's the meta too, guys. I mean, you could try that as well on breakaways. I mean, Taluki's going in pretty consistently, so yeah. I mean, try that out as well if you want. But if you have any questions when it comes to breakaways and scoring goals, please comment down below. I'm here to help you guys out as much as I can. Guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Hopefully you did enjoy it. Please make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you have not already, and follow me on Twitch, Henreek. I'm live there every single day. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Henreek with 3 E's. And I'll see you guys all in the next video.